Yeah, perfect. Go ahead.
I'm very happy to speak to you on the future events of the social psychiatry, as well as a few words about the World Association for Social Psychiatry. I'm extremely privileged to be the president-elect of the organization, and I would like to invite all of you to the 2016 World Congress of Psychiatry, which will be held from the November 30th to the 3rd of December. And it will be a great event. Social psychiatry has got great traditions in India, where the social psychiatry originated more than 30 years ago in 1984. And the social psychiatry movement is one of the strongest in India, because it lies quite well with the Indian culture, which is, as you all know, is very inclusive in nature. Indian culture by nature includes all sorts of thinking, all philosophies, and hence social psychiatry could get in very well. And one of the social psychiatry had a profound influence in destigmatizing psychiatry in India and also in South Asia. We also have a grouping of countries in the Asia region known as the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, which consists of 8 countries: India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. And recently Afghanistan has also become a member. So in fact, the importance of this grouping is that 25% of the world's population, nearly 1.7 billion people live in that area. So if I'm sure one of the areas where we can perform well, we can tell the world the success of social psychiatry is India and the South Asian region, which I'm very glad to represent that area where I have been working. Some of the profound problems which we find in these regions is the huge lack of resources and the deficient infrastructure. So the classical form of psychiatry or the Western form of psychiatry may not be applicable. What we need is community involvement, collaborative work with people who are interested in mental health, not only mental health professionals, but also the community gatekeepers, the teachers, the public people, the social workers, the professors, and all members of the public who are interested in social welfare. So this will be some of the ideas we would like to propagate in social psychiatry. I have been involved with the social psychiatry movement in India since its inception. And I'm very happy to say that this movement has attracted so much of public interest and has been supported by the large number of people there. But still we have a long way to go. India faces a huge problem of 1.3 billion people and just 5,000 psychiatrists, which will give roughly 1 psychiatrist for 250,000 population. So it's a huge population. We need involvement. We need not only social psychiatrists but also the general psychiatrists to be involved. One of the areas we have thought is training the primary care physicians on mental health, which we are succeeding. And secondly, what we have told the government is to have a proper training in mental health and psychiatry for our general doctors who are graduating from our medical schools. We have something like 40,000 new graduates coming out from the medical schools in India. Unfortunately, their training in psychiatry is very deficient. They do not have a proper examination in psychiatry, and if you do not have an examination in psychiatry, nobody takes psychiatry seriously. So that is one of the very deficient aspects we find it. I'm sure we are able to convince the government. We have been able to talk to the government, and government has taken some initial steps. And I'm sure the World Congress will be one of the events when this will have a further reinforcement by the world community. So I would like to invite all of you once again to the World Congress of Social Psychiatry, New Delhi 2016. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Is it too long?